Miss OG Yoda Cat. How are you doing today, man? Miss OG Yoda Cat. Ooh, I heard my own voice. Disgusting. Disgusting. I heard my own voice. I like how my original idea for Free Smoke Friday was I was going to smoke anything I wanted. And yet I didn't bring much of anything. So let's set up first for an aromatic, because I really wanted to fight keeping this pipe lit. How was the drive? Drive rocked, actually. We got out to El Paso reasonably early. Mother wasn't pleased because we didn't get there, tried to smoke before it was tobacco. Screw it. I know a lot of pipe. Woo! I try to get in my lungs. Try to give it a perfectly flat little surface to light the embers up on. And wake up the MacBook before it goes to sleep. How's that angle? Can you see all three flags? She's I love this aromatic. It's kind of hard to keep lit, but I do enjoy it. I don't think you can even see that thin wisp of smoke coming off of it. Right, we need to. Maybe I'll just adjust the table that way. Dadgum MacBook, stop trying to go to sleep immediately. Where are those settings on a Mac? Hold on. It should be power, right? Presenter display. Color LCD. Screensaver. Slightly dim while on battery. there's got to be like a options. Allow your pointer and keyboard to move between any nearby Mac or iPad. Am I going to have to buy iPads for that? Night shift. There's no schedule. Lock screen. No. Focus. No. There it is. Turn off display when inactive for 20 minutes. How about that? Energy usage may be higher. Yeah, I know. Thanks for letting me know. There we go. Ah, my pipe. It already went out. The wind is just whipping through here right now. That's good. I want to make the flag smack things. Yeah, I pulled the table away from the door like another 3 feet, just so it didn't break any more of my frames. Angie's photo already broke. Oh, I should probably set this back up. Ow. Grab the top of the bowl where it was hottest. Well, now I can't really reach over there. Heck. Oh, it's Miss Flammy. Okay. I guess YouTube heard I was talking with the Filipinos again. Every video recommendation is like World War II Pacific Theater stuff. My mother was having fun with the 2-hour video on the Battle of Leyte Gulf. As much as I like this blend of tobacco, I may have to switch to a cigar after this. It doesn't like to be packed, but it doesn't like to be loose. I didn't know if I was going to get to start on time today. One of my tenants came over to talk. Unfortunately, she wanted to talk business, and I'm like, I got a stream to do. Is the video like hazy? Or is she focusing on the wrong thing? Hold on, focus on my hand. Man, that 30-second delay is brutal. my pipe settled down somewhere. And then scratch up the lens to my camera. Quit kicking it. Ooh. Oh, that actually looks a little bit better. The lines on Misty Nisu look crisp. Now it just feels like the light from outside is blowing out the exposure. Hey, no more Globus feeling. I don't feel sick all day. Still got to work on where to blow the smoke so it shows the screen. Also, I occasionally hear myself and it's terrible. I shouldn't be puffing it this fast. I'm thinking about buying a church warden so I look like a dadgum wizard. They go like 16 or 18 inch long pipe. Finally, after I gave myself a little bit of a Euro wizard. I don't think I am. Oh man, I gotta stop listening. Fairly stable. Oh, weirdly enough, I have a Nevada flag. Like I had Nevada and California and something else. It'd make a whole lot of sense. Yep, I think the flags came from a like an event that my company was doing, and they just stayed in the storage unit for years and years and years. I've got the Filipino one coming in. It's supposedly the same size as these ones. Let me scoot up closer. I can hold this. Oh, that's not that great of an angle. Dadgum, I cannot find a good heckin'. There, now you can see the pipe. Oh man, my tenant came in to talk to me right after I threw a frozen. It's like a turtle. It's pecans and caramel covered in chocolate. Calm down, Win. I popped one of those in my mouth, and then she pulls up. I'm like, oh, oh. Dadgum mouth is frozen together. Those things were that little pack of them was $17 at Sam's yesterday. It was ridiculous. Internet, please. No, it still says 3200 kb. Whew. I'm trying to blow the smoke in front of the camera, and it's just getting blasted back at me. This isn't going to be very smoke heavy. Free Smoke Friday. Doesn't even look like I have flags in the dadgum frame this time. Although for an alternate angle, I'm thinking about putting a camera like above my head, facing down like I do for my cooking streams, but just kind of canted up so that it can see the flags. I also thought about moving this over to that wall to our right. I'd say it wouldn't be as interesting of a view, but we're kind of just looking at the front of some storage units, so. Can't be that interesting. I'm excited. I can't wait for my little Missouri Meerschaum pipe. I think Tobacco Tray Tuesday, if I've got the pipe in, is going to be the break-in period for a real hardwood over this plastic and resin thing with a metal insert. The room note of this is still excellent, though. Y'all can't see it, heck. Of course I blast a piece of ash on me. Ow! Wash it with the ash. It's fine. The human body is primarily made of water, and water has a ridiculous thermal inertia. It's not going to burn me. Boy, it surprises the heck out of you, though, when you get a little piece of ash on yourself. You're like, oh, hey. Let's see. Is this in frame? It is in frame. Okay, so if I go from here, there we go. Now I'm getting some smoke out of this. Heck yes. Not that you can see it, but I'm trying. Dang it, right in my eyes. Ow. I'm still blaming the wind. Ah. Well, Miss OG Yoda Cat, how was your day of moving things? Of course, you said early in the morning, so you probably got that done and went back home. A test workout? Good lord. I like how I did a test stream and you're test working out. I think you're a little more productive of the two of us. Oh, speaking of pressure on feet, in about 4 weeks, I'm going to figure out what type of orthotics they ordered me. The office let me know today that it's been sent to the custom orthotics shop. Ramen noodles. Are you going all out with the egg and the piece of ham, or some fish cakes? Who is it? Oh, it's Mrs. Senji. I should have printed out some of the art Mrs. Senji did for me. Speaking of Mrs. Senji, here she is. This is the one, the only Mrs. Senj. This is OG Oda Cat. Miss Cat, Mrs. Senji. Tteokbokki, dried squid, and wonton. Okay, so it's a lot more than just ramen. It's a whole deal. Get in frame. You stupid phone, let's go. This is my blurry pipe. There we go. Too impatient for boiled eggs. Just use quail eggs. Just drive over to me. I'll get you all the quail eggs you could ever use. You don't even really boil them. You get the water hot, put them in, and you walk away for like 3 or 4 minutes, and they're done. What I'm too impatient for is peeling the stupid little things. Dadgum wind. Quit putting out my lighter. It's not 8 hours. It's 8 hours here and 8 hours back. And it's for unlimited quail eggs. Ah. It'll be fine. Just take it in quick 1 hour bursts. 1 hour will get you to I-10. Then another hour will get you to just short of Fort Stockton. And another hour will get you like around Van Horn. Only part of that drive that's going to suck is El Paso. Not a fan. Ooh. I let that smoke get a little bit too hot on my tongue. The soda was spicy. And Diet Coke isn't supposed to be spicy. It's a good thing I brought my C'est La Vies. Oh, can I reach them from here? If it makes any sense, I had to close one eye to get depth perception for some reason. This is my little travel humidor. I wonder why Mrs. Singe is awake right now. It's 8 in the morning. Well, 9 in the morning now, I guess. It's going good. All right, Miss Cat. I know you've been as far north as Abilene, but yet have you been any farther north in the country? Like, I'm sure your school district has enough money to send you somewhere fun. Never left Texas. I mean, it is the greatest country on the face of the planet. And I do fly my colors. That's a bit of a jump, isn't it? Texas to Europe. Thought I heard somebody coming to the west gate. Fortunately, it looks like they were just passing by. I left my gun in the car, so I'm not prepared for anyone trying to break in. I guess depending on where you're going in Europe, it might be pretty easy. I mean, I don't think you have to be scared of heights while you're in the plane. As far as I know, there aren't any U.S. airlines that make you climb down the stairs to or off the plane. I think turbulence is a different thing other than fear of heights. Kind of like how I don't mind heights, but I hate ladders. Stairs, escalators. I'll even ride in a man cage in a dadgum forklift, but I hate ladders. So I imagine it'll be like that. You'll just jump in the airplane and go. Been rappelling. That sounds like fun. Oh, my grandmother pulled a good one today. I was just thinking about all the times I've left Texas and nowadays left New Mexico, and it's always to go visit or live with the aunt that's currently taking care of my grandmother. Cried looking at the tower, cried going down. Only got down because I was mad out of pure spite. Yes. But thinking about my aunt got me thinking about my grandmother. Today, she's decided that she's running away. She's packing up her bags, and she's, gonna take off on her. Then she decided that she was packing up her stuffed animals, her babies. All right, windstorm, calm down. Oh no. Finally, that's acting like it. For the record, she didn't go anywhere, but dadgum, she's packed up. She wanted to make sure that it was okay if she left her. I think make sure she doesn't go anywhere, or maybe an electric lock. I have a genuine fear that's how I'm going to end up. It's going to end up being I have to go to Texas more often because I'm one of the ones she's calm around. Also, ow, I touched the metal part of the bowl again. Come on. Yep, that's how it is with my grandmother. It's me and my mother for whatever reason. Of course, I know what the reason is. It's because she spent basically 30 years with us. See, 24 hours a day is something I can't do. I can't move to Conroe. There's not enough oxygen for my torch lighter to work. Piece of garbage. Fine. Just sit there and cool off. And I'll pull out one of these little guys. See, I just light that on. Of course, even while I had my grandmother at her house here in town, I couldn't be there 24/7. I had to work with my mother all the time. I'm canoeing a cigarilla. What the heck? It did correct itself, though. Dang it! I forgot my box of Euro sticks at the house. There we go. Now we're getting some smoke. And unfortunately some ash. These aren't bad. They don't really taste like much, though. Well, I wasn't thinking. I should have lit up one of the Marvero humidor cigars. A C'est La Vie Robusto is actually smoked pretty quick. don't know. I feel like these only last like 2 or 3 minutes. Come on, stream preview. Catch up with me. Woo! Well, you're the one who worked out today. Come on now. Comes with the territory, I think. Woo! I feel like I get a lot more flavor. Arthritis said no. I don't know. Last time I worked out, I tore my traps on both sides. And then the doctor I saw at the urgent care clinic thought it was lower back. I'm like, no, it's, it's at my rib, like right below my rib cage, where the rib cage. I was at work ordering lidocaine patches to be delivered. Then I had to have the poor Walmart delivery guy bring them inside the office because I couldn't move. Oh, hold on. That's an update about my grandmother. Oh, well, whatever. Oh, they're having butterscotch pudding. Okay. I sprained ligaments beside both feet falling down at work. Good God. Woman. I can't say anything. I've got custom orthotics coming in a couple days because I kept rolling my dadgum ankle. Oh. C'est la vie sounds like something you'd say on a Free Smoke Friday. God, that's the back of my arm? I look disgusting. One thing I don't like about this is they dip the head in some kind of of the cigar. And it's not Wedge Cut Wednesday, so I'm not wedge cutting it. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a punch cut. All right. Aha. Clean. A little bit less clean. All right, let's roll. No, not quite enough. Screen. We're just gonna toast the foot. Not great. Nice even ash across it. Well, are you burning right? She's burning right now. Ah, c'est la vie, sweet robusto. And every one of these pretty much burns evenly. I can't believe they got my grandmother butterscotch pudding. Now I want some. I really don't need the calories, though. I already had candy once today. Not like yesterday. No, definitely not like yesterday. Tapioca is pretty sweet. The problem is or flan. I'm not hot on flan just because I don't like what the people out here do to it. It's too much like gelatin, not enough like pudding. Tapioca though, I got spoiled back when we bought it. Was the brand is Cozy Shack. Heckin' Cozy Shack tapioca is one of the best on the market. It rivals homemade tapioca. That's how good it is. Haters gonna hate. I think it's just like capirotada. Like everybody has a capirotada that they like, and everyone has like 100 that they hate. One of the best capirotadas I ever had a cheese in it. Had cheese and raisins, and they reconstituted the raisins with just a little bit of brandy, so it was like extra raisin, you know. And then I had to learn to be brutal with people when it came to capirotada, because there's so many capirotadas that are just you know, cinnamon French toast without the egg and then forgot to cook it. Oh, don't give me your dad gum. Go away. I banned YL begin. I should get a little stand so I can show off my humidors. Of course, even a group of humidors isn't going to make a whole lot of sense to people, you know? Like, one of the things I actually don't like about the cigar industry is if you just saw this say C'est la vie on it, which C'est la vie is just a brand, like there's nothing to indicate what like intensity it's going to be or what type of leaf it is, the variety or the way it was aged, not necessarily the way it was aged, but you know the degree by which it was fermented, you know. It just says C'est la vie. So if you don't know cigars, you might not even be able to tell this is a Robusto, you know? So I bought a Fumas sampler pack, and it's got 4 different types of Fumas cigars, all in Robusto size. But aside from the Maduro, I can't really tell anything about the others. Also, asking about someone's capirotada can invite a lot of undeserved feelings. Oh, ask about the humidor. Well, yeah. Don't mind me, I'm not awake. But no, when it comes to people's heckin', like, it sucks even worse because a lot of the cigar community is like uptight and hoity-toity about garbage. It's like, dude, I just want to smoke a cigar. I don't. It's like, is it a good cigar or not? And that hoity-toity attitude extends to humidors. I've had a couple people be very disappointed that I spent $20 on Amazon. And then it mentioned some famous, obscure type of humidor manufacturer that every humidor comes down. They have Spanish cedar strips inside of them. Well, they can go trip into the rooster kennel. I mean, they can fly a kite too while they're at it. Is this just not focusing on the cigar? Come on. It's Free Smoke Friday, phone. You're supposed to focus on the thing that's burning. Hey. Oh, I've got a phone saw art and said I don't want hands. I mean, it is good art. She did that in 20 minutes. Oh, this is mine. Like, I've got Miss Ubebe as well. And no, that one's Miss Cindy. I know because there's no glass in it. Oh, and Miss Lila. Can't tell if someone's on the property or not. I can draw stick figures. Well, you're better off than I am. I can't quite pull off stick figures. I was gonna say there better not be anybody on the property. The gate closes or locks in 2 minutes. If they are, I'm gonna have to go be a manager. Be like, hey, get out of here. if we move this a little bit more like there? I mean, it should. They should get off my lawn, even though it's just dirt. Oh, it's Miss Marcy's partner anniversary today. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. I wonder if there's anything in the Twitch algorithm that promotes like streaming together type streams. Because I could totally be streaming together with myself right now. I could be streaming the quail. Uh-oh, my mother's posting things that get shared on Pinterest all of a sudden. I think that red. Ah, I'm getting to the good part of the cigar. Starting to get a lot more flavor through here. Because unfortunately, the cigar snobs talk all about the chocolates and the caramels and the earthy notes, which I get the earth notes, especially at the more green wrappers like this, the real light ones. The darker ones are a little bit sweeter, you know. But I just don't get all that depth that they come up with. It does taste good though. I will give them that. A little wisp of smoke that comes out of the punch hole. Know nothing of cigars. I really don't know that much more about cigars than the average person. But unfortunately, every time I talk about Churchills, I get nothing but a World War II European theater history videos recommended to me. The emotional support cat and for funnies. Oh no. Heck, and speaking of emotional support cats, I want to get cats for this property. Like, not too many of them, maybe like 20 if they're all spayed, neutered. Maybe just 3 if they aren't. Because although I'm allergic to cats, you know. Aha, Miss OG Yoda cat. The one cat I'm not allergic to. Just don't care. Like, if it's not going to put me in anaphylactic shock, I don't really... It's neither here nor there for me. Let's see, Presidente is another size of cigar. That's my cat. Stupid hives not being able to stop sneezing. I'll take my sneezing, I don't care. There's one time my doctor was annoyed with me because I had like some kind of scar on the back of my throat for how hard I'd been sneezing for 6 weeks. Had nothing to do with cats. But apparently it causes the turbinates in the sinuses to grow, like, aggressively if you have allergies all the time. My mother's are bad enough that they're considering surgery for her. I had nosebleeds all through my heckin' childhood. I wonder if that's what it was. I love watching my viewer count go to 4 and then go right back to 3. You know, I wonder if by the flag law, if I'm supposed to move Texas and the United States around, because I'm presenting all of them at the same height. They heard allergies and were like, nah, absolutely not. Is it? Oh, it's Miss Wiz. Miss Wiz went live. The calmest woman alive. The calmest woman you'll ever meet. It's Miss Wiz. Yeah, even the other countries has a caveat, though. The issue is, if I didn't want to raise the American flag up any higher, because then it's going to be, like, not displayed to the outdoors. I don't know. Maybe I'll get actual flagpoles. I'm pretty sure obscuring a part of the flag is worse than... go out on me. Went a little too hard on it, too. I might have dropped some of the embers inside the ashtray. That might have been my main issue. I gotta calm down on this. I went a little bit too quick. This is usually a 45-minute to an hour long cigar, and I'm halfway through it at 20. Let's see if the glue is warm enough not to damage the wrapper. Hey, perfect. Tell you, pacing myself with the scars. Actually, really good therapy. But I suppose I could actually look that up. Hold on. I have internet. I can use it for good. Uh, Google would like to know your current location. That's fine. Flag. Uh, U.S. Okay, when displayed in a line of separate equal height poles, the U.S. flag is always positioned to the far left, the viewer's extreme left. State flags are then. Because N would come before T, so it would be U.S. flag, New Mexico flag, Texas flag. The U.S. flag should be larger than or equal to the size of the largest flag on display. Okay, so that's good. And the other flag should not overshadow it. Procurement and display state laws will regulate which, and many states have laws restricting flag desecration. Well, I'm not going to desecrate any flag. All right, so technically, I need to put the USA all the way to the left. But it doesn't look like there's anything regarding its direction or orientation whilst in a banner uh, mode. On a flagpole, the stars have to go up, obviously, unless we're in distress. And dadgum, I hate when people fly the flag upside down as some kind of virtue signaling message, you know? It's like, we're not at war, guys. You don't need to fly it upside down. You can calm down. You can relax. Oh, I didn't uneven burn on it. Not bad, though. It'll correct itself. Oh no, how do I say that? I want to say Andrew. How are you doing? Mr. Andrew, how is your day going? I'm about to spark this joint. Well, you have a good one. You enjoy it. I hope you savor it and all the experience it brings. Heck yes, brother. Dude, today I did a full freaking, I don't know, 10 hours at work, so. I drove to Texas at 6 in the morning. Oh, dadgum. We're having 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts right now, so I'm getting all this smoke blown right back into my face. Yeah, today, heck yeah. But now the day's ending, the sun's going down. Heck yes, dude. The weather this year is heckin' rockin'. Ah. Of course, I'm torn between the flags on display or whether I should see whether I should show off the clouds. Because we're getting into sunset right now. And for some reason, the BGM got real quiet. Come on, BGM. You can do it. I can see that sun. Nothing wrong with Old Glory. Nah. I need to get a better camera angle so you can see her for real. I had to move my table way back, though, because the flags kept bumping into stuff and making a mess. There's broken glass thanks to the flags. So, Andrew, I know you just got here, but I'm hoping to do this daily. Sit back with a cigar or my pipe. Tomorrow's going to be Cigarillo Saturday. This is really starting to taste good. Hey, all I want here is a vibe. I gotta calm down on the cigar. I'm puffing through it too fast. I wanted to make this thing last till 9. It's already 8:18. The crisscrosses still go. I got three more. I got 3 more C'est La Vie sweets. I should probably close that up so they don't dry out. Although that little humidor in there is kind of a joke. Or that humidifier. Ah. There's just some black backdrop in here so you can really see the smoke. I've also got over an ounce of the Captain Black. So I could do another couple of bowls in the pipe. Smoke it if you got it. I got to be economical with my smokes. Now I've got about 100 cigars still, so I'm not too worried. Although I am running ahead, so life's too short, but these tobacco leaves spend all your savings on smoke. I do. I genuinely want to do a cigar order once a week. Variety. Literally blow it. Yes, quite literally. You weren't expecting what I was expecting. All right, this song's a little old. What did we say about bulk? Look, if you don't have bulk, if you don't order in bulk, you're wasting money. All the good deals come in bulk. That's why I own a Suburban. Sucker's got a 42-gallon gas tank on it. Order bulk gasoline. I mean, it's just till I fill the humidor. If I smoke one of these a day, I'm out 7 a week. So I just get a 20-pack. I will throw my junk off from Texas. I tell you what, why don't you make the 8-hour drive over here and then make it personal? Ooh, see, the burn evened out. That's not crazy. We have that Texas, you can give me quail. I will 100% give you quail. 100 quail. Maybe even 1,000 quail just for kicks. I was trying to hatch. Let me see if I can pull up or do the math right quick on it. It was 24 a week. So I was going to hatch out 1,248 quail this year. 100%. There's nothing better than quail, all right? There's no greater farm animal. There's no greater production animal. Put the cigar down while I type. Hold on. Before I choke myself out with it. Can I do slash shout out? Yeah. That's my quail channel. If you ever want to just leave something up 24 hours a day. Ooh, she's warming up. She's getting hot. It's going to be one of those cigars I smoke down to the nub. Let's see. Let's do some quick math. 14, so it's going to be 13. I need 300 cigars at 13 a week. Darn, it'll only take me 22 weeks to fill my humidor. Three months to order every flavor of the ECRs. After a while, we'll check in with Andrew and see how that joint's treating him. I got to remember tomorrow to. What I might do tomorrow is I might move the New Mexico flag over to the. Oh no, the New Mexico flag's got to go first. Dang it! I still might move Texas over to the right, and then change the camera framing so it can see all three flags. I will abide by flag code. I should get some ridiculously sized flags and then put them on the doors so when I roll the door up, they're in succession. I remember showing Mrs. Kari the Walmart in Forts. Was it Fort Stockton? I think it was the Walmart in Fort Stockton that had American flags and Texas flags hanging as banners on every single aisle. They must have had 400 or 500 flags in that place. It was all slow down. It's too hot. Slow down. I'm sucking down this poor cigar. I should get maybe that's what I'll do. I'll bring my next week. I started on Sunday, right? My first stream was Cigar Sunday. Maybe this Cigar Sunday I'll actually open up one of the variety packs, and I'll do a pseudo review of the cigar. It should slow me down even more. It'll probably be the famous sampler pack first, because there's 10 varieties. There's 2 of each variety. So except for Cigarillo Saturday, which will be tomorrow, where I smoke nothing but these little cigarillos. I wonder how dry my Pantanellas are. Straight up spaghetti western looking cigarillos. I also might mix it up and just do a silent smoke if I can keep my dadgum mouth shut. I tend to yap when I don't have anything else to do. Then after the famous 20 sampler, I have another Churchill sampler that's another 20. Although I think there's some repeats through the Robustos and the Churchills. I guess I could still do a separate review on them. I mean, to be fair, Miss Cat, you don't force me to yap. There's no gun to my head, you know. You will speak. You will not stop yapping. You will be fluent in Japanese. Let's see what the owl nest is doing right now. Let's see. Nothing's going on the Discord side. No chancla aimed at you. Bring it. Not the Japanese. Oh, get done, Miss Cat. Get done. All right, BGM. You didn't have to get that loud. Dadgum. It's like pounding in my right ear right now. Woo. Maybe I'll put a fan behind me, try to fight the wind. I have a 36-inch barrel fan that'll make me go deaf. Also, I don't fear the chancla only because I come from a Mexican family too. I'm a quarter Kraut, so gonna watch you make a mini tornado. Of course, I gotta be careful. If I'm just sitting in a room packed with smoke, I'm just gonna give myself an asthma attack. Be puffing on a cigar and a rescue inhaler. Mm. This little nub's getting to be a nose warmer now. She's a little short. Then I got to figure out which ones of these are going to become more podcasts and which ones of these are going to be like we listen to a history lesson, you know. I'm CPR and first aid certified. Hey Siri, give me 30 compressions. I was just looking at my CPR research. I gotta find the webpage on it again. But there's a fairly new procedure on giving CPR to pregnant women. And I have to find a medical professional so I can determine how to determine Can you tell I'm tired? I'm saying words twice. I have to figure out how I'm going to determine the position of a woman's fundus in relation to her umbilicus. Because there's now a standard by which you should push the uterus out of the way before doing compressions. Because I'm not part of any organization that's got the recertification for free anymore, I'm going to have to actually volunteer for the Red Cross. Which isn't that bad. I have a few hours a week. Can't wait to go to my doctor and be like, hey, how do you determine the position of a woman's fundus in relation to her umbilicus when she's pregnant? Women have hysteria. Their uterus just floats around their body. I mean, no, you have the mesenteric that's going to be holding all that stuff in place. Move the uterus yourself. I'm going to actually train on that, though, because I'd hate to screw that up and cause problems to someone whose life I'm trying to protect. I'm actually going for my full BLS certification this time. The actual basic life support. God, I don't even like blood pressure monitors and the one-way valves, and I even used to have my my oximeter handy at all times. Of course, I had that, and the only thing I ever used it for was stupid heat cats. Because people are dumb out here and decide to go on vacation in the desert and they don't bring the gallon of water that they need to carry per day. We had a heat cat one time out at the City of Rocks here in southern New Mexico because it was like Dum Dum decided not to drink any electrolytes. He's like, I've got this distilled water. Special kind of dumb. Can you tell why I'm not an EMT? As an EMT, you can't call people dum-dums. They frown on that, apparently. Oh, the funniest heat cat story came from the fat electrician. Judges in Spanish. She's like, you can't call them dum-dums, you have to call them pendejos. Oh, looks like my grandmother's going to sleep. Good, she's had a trying day. Not to their face. No, just use a language they're not going to understand. Just, baka. And then when they say, were you speaking Japanese? Be like, no, I was calling you a cow in Spanish. Vaca. Cows aren't too smart either. For real, she had to carry all her children. Yep. She had to plan a getaway. Hey, I have to have fun because I'm related to the family used to be the cabeza de vaca. And over the years, as this stopped being Spain, they didn't need the honorific, so they just became the vaca. Well, the vaca. And then at some point, they dropped that and became vacas. The ninja skills were not on point. No, she could not escape. I start giving myself a tongue bite with a dadgum cigar, man. That's gonna suck. All right, it's about to be 8:40. Let's ride it out to 9 o'clock. 20 more minutes. That's gonna be my limit. I'm self-imposing. Oof. Let's see. The only other things I did with my first aid certification was royally piss a woman off. Her kid got in a fight with his brother. They were horsing around. The kid knocked the back of his head into a toilet bowl, and his nose started bleeding. And she panicked and did nothing but scream for help instead of actually help her child. That was not a particularly fun experience for any of us because the only thing I did is shut her out of the room, push her outside to go talk to the ambulance when the ambulance showed up. And I asked the kid if he could breathe for me, just inhale, exhale. And he stopped crying. He was walking, talking, out of diapers, but he wasn't that old, And I ticked the woman off when I told him that when she starts screaming, it's a good question. It's a good time to stop listening to her. Because all she did was scream and get him and his brother crying and upset, which only made the nosebleed worse. So there's now blood all over the floor of this bathroom that we're in. Looked like a dadgum crime scene, and it didn't need to. None of that was necessary. When my brother fell in the shower, got cut in the corner of his eye. I mean, at least it was just a cut. I take it wasn't to the bone or anything. One of my cousins fell in the shower. Him and 6 of his siblings were all fighting. W Dad right there. Absolute win on that brother. bold to tell any woman to calm down, though. That's not a great time. Ah, all that nonsense for the kid to not end up being taken to the emergency room. She took him on. She took him herself, so she skipped the ambulance trip. But it's just like, dadgum, stop screaming. Your kid is in trouble. She's a cat like me. Yep. Ooh, bold. On the other hand, sometimes you just gotta tell someone to shut up. I told the lady I knew she wasn't gonna relax, but I needed her to be quiet. Go outside, flag down the ambulance if she wanted her to be useful. Back then, I actually wanted to be an EMT. I don't think I could be an EMT. I did the test where they give you a 300-pound mannequin and you need to move the lifeless, the lax corpse, or he's not a corpse, he's not dead. But you gotta pick up the mannequin and move him, And my 5'6", 200-pound frame just couldn't get it done. She yelled at me once in the car because I told her she was embarrassing me. I have to say it's an extremely liberating feeling when you can tell your parent that you're not interested and not fear the ramifications, Get canceled for sexism. A woman moment. No, not all women. I've seen plenty of women stay calm and cool under pressure. Not raise their voice, Although I did lose a date once because I was too calm. I shut up now so I don't make her cry because I can be meaner than her. Oh no. What did she raise? Alright, the cigar's now a lip burner. It's too short. Apparently they make little holders, like roach clips, but for cigars. Alright, let's let her burn out. Let's give her a few minutes. One of my kids OD'd after I sent him to the nurse. Yeah. That's not ideal. Also, why after? That would do me a concern right there. God, that's one thing I never added to my kit. I never had Narcan. Just hold him down. You're unconscious now. Was that the moon? Has the moon made an appearance? Yeah, that's not ideal. I was an aide at the local it wasn't a kindergarten. It was like the church had a Head Start program, and as an aide, you can't do much. Like you're not supposed to make executive decisions. No, you got that Mexicana about you. You can stop a boy fight. I have faith. I wouldn't even question that one. But at that little preschool Head Start program, I dialed 911 before talking to the DRE. Problem is, I dealt with little kids, the ones that can't necessarily tell you, how they're feeling in the moment. That one was for an allergic reaction, for the record. There weren't any drugs involved. But I reached down, realized I didn't have an EpiPen in my bag anymore. I had one boy, when he realized that it was a female teacher, he held back. Good. I've dealt with teenagers that don't have that degree of control. Yeah, I wasn't playing around with that kid with a allergic reaction. I wasn't gonna hesitate. But I made the right call so they couldn't get. Oh God, it's not even that the EpiPen refill is a problem for me. It's that EpiPens require prescriptions for civilians, and I'm not an I've never actually taken EMT training, so I couldn't go like temporarily work with the county and get one. It's just like something my mother or I had, so it's just like I can't. Narcan, at least you can just buy over the counter. That poor little teacher, though, she was little 5'11" or 4'11" Filipina or Mexicana. Dadgum, I've been talking with the Filipinas too much. She was not happy with me. That I went behind her back. I went above her head. I made a call and didn't tell her what was going on. It's like I could have throttled her for that garbage. I think there's a program for it here, but I don't think you can just roll up and be like, "Hey, I have a CPR certification. Give me drugs. Give me life-saving drugs." You survived. I told you. I come from a Mexican family. I know what to fear and what not to fear. They do that because of so many cases. Yeah, I think here it's going to get bad enough that it's going to become a city or a county funded program. I don't know. In some ways, I want to get my certs back. I want to be useful, but on another hand, that kind of responsibility is just kind of a pain. Because although we have Good Samaritan laws everywhere, it's just not it's not fun to be, let's light up one of these Cheyennes. It's not fun to deal with people who don't understand the severity of certain situations, I guess is the way I could put it nicely. For being a $2 pack of cigarillos, these are actually really good. I bought a pack of, I bought a whole dadgum carton I bought of the Remington chocolates, and those ones were just disgusting. I gave them to one of the property managers here. I'm sure all she did is hollow them out and fill them with herb, but you know. Oh, my grandmother's awake. She did not stay in bed. My aunt just texted, here we go again. God, now I'm all kinds of motivated to go get my BLS certs. She sensed a disturbance in the force. I think she was the disturbance. See if I can frame this up better and get the whole cigarillo in frame. Trying to think of what other nonsense I've gotten into. It's few and far between that I have to do anything. Like there was one time I administered an EpiPen at my when I worked for a pharmacy in San Angelo. Exactly. I lit the cigarillo. She's like, "My grandson is smoking. How dare he?" That one was annoying because the manager of the manager of store side got upset that I pulled I went to the pharmacist and got an EpiPen out of our inventory. And then I had to talk to one of the vice presidents and turn it into a PR thing, you know? Disturbing the ancestors by not sharing. No, I'm only disturbing the ancestors because I'm not smoking, like, native tobacco, you know? It'd be really cool if I could find some locally grown, like, New Mexico, like, right off the reservation tobacco. That'd be really cool. I wonder if the Mescalero Apache have a tobacco here. Because I am Mescalero Apache. The Mimbrino Apache lived out here. Someone drops me some peyote. Some peyote. I don't think I'd be inclined to utilize it on stream. Let's see. Is there? Where's my Google page? For the Mescalero Apache, tobacco is primarily used as a sacred plant for spiritual, ritual, and ceremonial purposes rather than everyday smoking. Ceremonial significance, historical consumption, health and cessation. The Mescalero Apache Tribal Store is located at 190 Chiricahua Plaza, Mescalero, New Mexico. Ruidoso and Alamogordo offer additional convenience and smoke shops, including Tobacco World and Smoker's Hut. The Mescalero Apache tribe has a qualifying tribal tax agreement with the state of New Mexico for cigarettes. Okay, but I want to know if there's actually a local tobacco. During the furlough. Let's see. Do you need to quit smoking? No, not really. don't know. I might actually have to talk with the. I might have to get in touch with some of the elders. You wouldn't know though. I think I'd know because it's not exactly hard to spot the difference. Problem is here, as soon as marijuana was legalized for recreational use, like it's all you ever see. Every smoke shop is just marijuana and vape now. Like there's nowhere in the city I can buy cigars except over at of all things Walgreens. My local Walgreens carries some interesting choices of cigar. Mm. Yeah, these Cheyennes smoke way slower than the Santa Fe's. The Santa Fe's are more like 2-minute smokes, and the Cheyennes are more like 10. One of my favorite jobs was working for Walgreens. The only problem I had was with my fellow employees. We were a 98% female workforce store where when my supervisor quit, I was the only man working the entire store side. And the only other guys that worked for the store were pharmacists. And for whatever dumb reason, every one of my fellow employees couldn't come into work when somebody called in. Most of them claimed they were drinking. Apparently that was like the secret thing to say to not have to come into work to cover for somebody. Oh, it was so annoying. And because I was the low man on the totem pole, and I'm the type to self-sacrifice, I ended up working so many dadgum extra hours. I told him when I got hired, I work overnights. I work 6 days on, 8 days off, and I only work overnights. The first, and then my attempt not to be mean, it's like, oh, if someone's out on they're pregnant or something, I have no problem, I'll work 100 hours a week to help someone out. But it just became a constant, everyday problem. Heck, it's killing me, dude. all the trauma of working for Walgreens is coming back at me all at once. Dadgum. I did love the work, though. I absolutely love the work. I was never going to be considered for management, though. Oh, yeah. I was actually trying to figure out how I could show off the moon, because the moon is super bright tonight. But I'm on a cell phone, and cell phone cameras are going to suck. I mean, in the office and grab my, I melted down 2 pounds of cheese with 2 cans of Rotel. So I have the perfect little dip, Mm. All right, I'm going to finish this one. And then we have to make a group decision. Andrew was here earlier. He was looking for a chill stream to vibe to. My quail, that's a good stream to vibe to. But my artist that drew that just went live. Oh no, my picture of Mrs. Senji fell to the floor. I wouldn't mind sending her a little bit of attention. maybe have a little bit more in the way of options for a camera, and the stream might be a little more stable too. This is the first time disconnect on the internet side of things. I'm so full from dinner. Walking's probably a good idea. Mm. God, I forgot how much fun streaming is. Like I've enjoyed all 6 of these streams so far. You don't have to go outside. You can walk in place. You can put stream on the phone and just walk around with it, held out in front of you. Just don't bump it. Just don't bump into any walls. Mm. Whew. My little Cheyenne's turning into a nose warmer. Felt that inside my nostrils. Ah! Stares in clumsy. It's fine. One of these days, I'm going to remember to take a picture of the my stream setup for my truck, or for my for the Prius, because I've got the my stream monitoring camera, not my stream phone, but my second phone that I use for text and stuff, just like this one. This one's posted up on my upper left as like a picture-in-picture, like a mini map. At least you were cleaning the air fryer, and it wasn't, on. Oh, speaking of terrible things I've had to do in the name of protecting people's lives, I dealt with an idiot who reached into a pot of boiling water to grab his phone. He fumbled his phone and then reached inside the water. Oh man, you ever have to deal with a hopeless situation? Like he's already burnt. You can't take the pain away. You also can't grab the arm that was burnt either, because you're just gonna make it worse. Poor pendejo. Yeah. Dadgum, the wind got me. Look how close I got that down to the nub. My little gold band is the end of the filter. Hold on, I'm gonna do one thing that I probably shouldn't, but the moon is super clear today. Come on, unlock. Come on, phone. Unlock for me, please. All right, phone's unlocked. Now I'm gonna come over here, artist, because I'm featuring her art in stream. And I do the same thing for Mrs. Senji when I print out her thing. Hello? OBS? OBS? OBS, I'm going to need you to, please. Why is my account disconnected? There we go. No, I put... Okay, there we go. So not only did my phone refuse to unlock, OBS disconnected me from Twitch. We're going to raid Lelevana. Hey, you're not my real dad. I am. Worse, I'm not just its father, I'm its owner. I own you, brother. That raid's going to take a little while to kick off. I hope everybody joins and says hi to Miss Isa. But for now, we're going to take the camera. This is one that's going to cut out on me. And first, we're going to watch my flags. I'm going to poke out. I'm going to try to Dadgum, it's just a point of light. It's so bright you can't make anything out. It's a beautiful moon tonight. All right, now it's time to come back inside. Come on in. Let's finish it on Miss Unisu with the flags in the background. The Zia symbol, the symbol of peace. Is everybody ready to raid? Oh, we raided.
Ridria, welcome! Riding with Rio, sorry, I'm bad at reading. Hello, Rio, dude, welcome. It's Sylvie, it's you! Welcome. I was just talking about how much I want to buy some